So we're going to look at water transport in plants, and we're going to use two plants that we found in my house. So one of which is celery and the other is these white carnation flowers. And what we're going to see if we can do is see how water flows through these plants from the roots up through the stem into the leaves in celery and up through the stem to the flowers in our carnation. Now, so that we can make this a bit easier to visualise, what we're going to do is use some food colouring. So to prepare the celery, we're going to chop off these roots and keep the stems. Now, if we keep this part of the plant, we can actually grow the stems back and get more celery if we plant this, so I'm going to keep that. And then what I want is one celery stalk with leaves on it and one similar sized celery stalk without leaves on them. What I'm going to do is just make them a little bit shorter so that there's less stem. There we have our prepared celery. Then I'm going to take my food dye, I've got blue here, and make some water blue so that we can visualise it moving through the plant a little bit better than we would with just transparent, clear, colourless water. So I take food colouring and water and mix them up in something that you can keep your celery in. So I've got a glass here that I'll mix them up in. Okay, so there we have my blue food dye and water, and we'll just simply put the celery in there and we'll come back to it, leave it for a few days and see what happens. If you've got more than one colour, you can set up a couple of different colours of water and food colouring, and if possible you can see if you can split one of your celery stalks. Just carefully with a knife cut the stalk in half. So what I've done here is split the celery stalk and placed part of it in the blue water and part of it in the purple water. And that's it, my two celery containers are set up. I'm going to leave them somewhere warm, so I'm leaving them in the conservatory. Have a think about why I might leave them somewhere warm if we're thinking about water transport. Okay, so I'll set this up, leave it, and we'll come back to it in a day or so. Okay, then with our carnation, I've chosen white flowers because I want to see if we can dye the petals by using our coloured water. So what should happen is we should get water moving up through the stem towards the petals, and if there's dye in the water we should see that dye in these white flowers, so they should change colour. So I'm going to take this one flower that's already open and then I'm going to take one flower that's not open yet and see if we can dye both of these flowers different colours. So take your flowers and then really carefully, I've got a scalpel here or we can use a knife, see if you can split the stem of your carnation like I did with that celery. Okay, it's a bit fiddly. So there we go, I've got a split stem and then I've taken my blue and my purple water and I'm going to see if I can put part of the stem in each tube and leave it.